People keep telling me our drinking water is in danger because oil companies frack. Frack? What's that?
The controversy is over chemicals being injected into the earth to break up rock and release natural gas.
Fracking means shoving water and chemicals into the ground, fracturing the rock to release oil and gas. This has been done for 60 years. But recently, geologists learned how to drill sideways. Result? America now has much more and therefore cheaper natural gas. This means families pay less to heat their homes. Soon, America may be self-sufficient in energy. Also, if you're worried about global warming, burning natural gas releases less greenhouse gas than oil or coal.
Fracking feels wrong. It feels like you're pumping stuff into Mother Earth, but it's an amazing story.
Bjorn Lomborg, a liberal European environmentalist, points out that Europe promised to cut its greenhouse gas emissions, but didn't cut them much.
In Europe, we've only managed to cut half of what you guys accidentally happen to do when you stumble on fracking.
So fracking brings fuel that's cheaper, plentiful, maybe better for the world. So why are these people so mad?
Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now!
They worry about energy companies shoving these dangerous chemicals into the ground.
Ethyl methyl ethyl disulfide, trimethylbenzene.
This is a scene from an anti-fracking documentary called Gasland.
Naphthalene 1,2,4, trimethylbenzene.
For the documentary feature Gasland, Josh Fox.
Hollywood gave Gasland's director an Emmy. And Matt Damon's new movie is about greedy energy companies destroying the promised land.
If it's happened to one of us, it can happen to all of us.
Gather around, people, listen to my song.
Yoko Ono and her son, Sean Lennon, founded a group called Artists Against Fracking.
So please don't frack my mother. Don't frack me! Don't frack me! Don't.
Celebs are upset, and so is the left-wing media.
Wastewater, which comes up by the millions of gallons.
And so the protests grow.
Wells have been ruined and people are sick and livestock is dying.
Genetic mutation of our children.
A lot of people could get sick.
You'd think so, since that anti-fracking movie includes this frightening scene.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
So much gas in his water, he could light it.
What you see in Gasland is real.
Paul Galley runs the influential environmental group Riverkeeper.
All the people from the companies say, oh, this isn't our problem. This was there in the first place. But they're lying.
He and the Gasland movies say this is much more likely to happen after fracking. But when state environmental officials investigated this incident, they concluded fracking had nothing to do with it. It was just gas that's naturally in the ground. That happens. There are many places in America where no fracking is done, but water still catches fire. This is a lake in Alaska. This man lives in New York where fracking is banned. Yet.
Whoa!
But if fracking doesn't cause these problems, why the lawsuits and headlines about ruined wells? Filmmaker Fela McAleer checked out pollution claims made by Craig and Julie Sauntner.
Have you done independent testing yourself?
We did way back, maybe 2 years ago.
Sauntner was oddly vague about the results.
I can't remember what that showed.
His lawsuit says his well water was dirty and dark. But when McAleer checked, it wasn't.
It changes from day to day. One day it'll be clear, and the next day it won't.
The Sauntners demanded that Pennsylvania environmental officials test their water. So the EPA did, and concluded that their water was fine and reported that good news to the Sauntners. Listen to his reaction.
No, this is bull crap, man. I'm sick and tired of this. What happened to you people?
We're telling you we tested your water. At this point in time, we found no contaminants in it.
Even President Obama's recent EPA director says,
in no case have we made a definitive determination that the fracking process has caused chemicals to enter groundwater.
Now, some companies have spilled chemicals. There is risk. The protesters say instead of fracking, America should just use less energy and invest in alternatives.
Renewable energy would be best. Wind, solar, geothermal.
There's a thing that's algae. There's more energy in algae than
any other, source.
No, there isn't. Today, renewable energy doesn't provide the world with anywhere near the power we need.
If you environmental zealots got your way, there would be no progress. Oil, natural gas, fuel is dirty. But otherwise, we're living in the dark ages.
I hear the zealotry coming from the other side, John. I don't see zealotry in what I'm saying. I see statistics that are uncomfortable for you and the people who are in favor of this.
And his side is won in my state. Protesters persuaded politicians to stop all fracking in New York. That makes me uncomfortable, because the world needs energy, where energy is limited.
Life is cruel and life is short. Energy matters. We take it for granted. We really shouldn't.